Yeah.
But no, the bus is. I mean, that bus has got some serious heritage,
It has, yeah.
isn't it?
Oh,
Because that went. Obviously, you just mentioned the bus went on. That was the tour
Passing
bus, right?
show, yeah.
Yeah, it was on the passenger. Is that the one Lana said she would sleep on? Is that the bus
Yeah.
you slept on?
Yeah.
yeah,
So the
did
clowns were in the
person
bus?
show, and it would be, and we were able to do some tours in it as well.
But it was a home from home, though,
It was
wasn't
home
it?
from home.
Because, it didn't feel weird being in the bars.
No, you were
It
just.
felt really
That was
natural.
home. That was
And then if we weren't in the bars, we were at Fishpool.
Yeah.
So it just, it worked
Well, it
well.
was an extension. In actual fact, your room at Fishpool wasn't much bigger than the bloody bus anyway.
It was the same size.
Yeah, mine was same size. Get it right.
Well, yeah, because that really struck Alana when she went back to Fishpool.
It's how small the rooms
It
were.
was just how tiny it actually was
Yes,
to
but
fit us all in.
I remember how small the rooms were.
Mm.
And, it's not an exaggeration to say my room was almost the same size as my room in the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
no,
was,
it's
it
it.
was like,
You-
it was above the pantry seat, wasn't it? And it was sort of long and thin.
Yeah.
And Lana was at the end, and I was,
Yeah.
you shared a room with Sis.
well, no, because you'd walk into my room and then walk through my room to get to Alana's, so she was at the end. So there was a door that separated us.
You obviously liked Fat Mole because I remember our childhood home was you had to walk through everybody's room to get to where you needed to go. No doors or corridors.
Yeah.
No.
Didn't seem to stop you, though, did it, Shaz?
Whee!
You dirty old.
sorry. Moving on
Swiftly.
swiftly. Yeah, you bugger! I've lost my train of thought
I
now.
bet you have.
Yeah. So what? So did So obviously you got rid of the bus. Ironic, like when you did the bus go when you went back to London? Because obviously you went back to London after Fishpool, right? Or what?
Yes, we did. Now, where was the bus then? The bus then was at Hapgood's Yard.
Oh, okay. Just up the
I
road.
think Ronnie had taken it out there till he could figure out what was happening next, whether or not he could still keep it, use it, whatever. Because
Yeah.
when we left, it was all very much up in the air. We weren't going for very long. It was to kickstart his career again.
So would this be Slim Chance then? Pushing with Slim Chance?
Yes, Slim Chance was still going.
Well, that's, when I say there was no bad times of Fishpool, when MS started rearing its head.
Yeah.
That was it. Fishpool, was it?
Yeah, I remember a time when I was with him on the tractor,
Yeah.
and he said to me, son, you're going to have to steer, I can't see.
Yeah.
All of a sudden he couldn't see, so I had to steer us back to the farm.
Okay. Yeah.
And then that is when that got my concerns up.
But you didn't know at the time.
I didn't know. No.
And did he? I mean, did he know? Though?
He was starting to have an inkling there was something going on.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He soldiered on for as long as he could.
Kind of ignorance paving the way.
Well, it was when it became, he was able to conceal it pretty well. And so we went along the lines of when he started losing his balance, he'd sort of go down the road of, I'm just pissed, mate.
Yeah.
Nothing,
I'm
you know
just
what I mean?
pissed.
Everybody you know used to associate Ronnie with being pissed a lot because of the fact that he wasn't actually, but he used it
Yeah.
because
He would slur as well. It would. For
Yeah.
all the, if
You-
didn't
you would
know,
think
you'd
he was
think
drunk.
pissed, like.
Yeah.
but actually he wasn't.
Yeah.
But he couldn't afford to let anybody know because
Well, of course not.
of the fact that he was touring an album. He needed an advance against the next album.
Yeah.
I mean, no one was going to put any money his way if they thought he'd got MS.
Well, I'm not.
Usually we're not being bombed.
And touring exhausting, and dealing with that as well. That's crazy, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
some sort of endurance.
In actual fact, he was quite amazing because after he left and we were back in Wales and he was in America, he did do a tour of Japan, which was actually his last tour.
Bloody hell.
And I think that must have been quite something. He must have been in remission to being able to do it but that was his last tour. And there were certain outtakes I heard from it, which was pretty good, all things considered.
Yeah.
And that was, I think, I don't really know what he got up to in America, but I think that was that was probably the last tour as such.
Yeah.
And I think that was more like a few dates in Japan.
Yeah,
The fact
you-
he could do it at all was really good.
Yeah.
So God bless him, it was a rotten disease.
And then, so yeah, you said, so there was Fishpool, you did that, you went back down to London. How long were you, because then obviously you were down in London and then you come back and just live, well, what, a few, not far from Fishpool then, was it?
Well, when we came back, it was just me and the kids.
Yeah. And that's, did you live in
And
Churchstoke?
we,
Stone House, which was
yeah.
old Churchstoke.
So pretty much up very close to,
it
not
was
far
close
from
to
Fishpool.
the old hunting ground.
Yeah, I mean, as the crow flies, it would have been about 2 miles from
Yeah.
Fishpool,
Yeah.
but it would mean, going straight over the top of Corndon.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, when we landed there, the worst winter for
Yeah.
30 years hit us, 1981.
Yeah.
And we had snowdrifts that were 25 foot tall.
Really?
You'd be
Yeah, it was
literally
memorable.
walking over telegraph lines.
That's epic.
It was epic.
It was epic. We used to have to shovel away out the front door.
Well, I got out the bathroom window and dropped down just to dig the front door out. because
You were
it was
digging
that
down
high.
to the door.
Yeah.
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 And then we lost Reuben in the snowdrift. Oh my God, it was great.
Best
And
day of your life.
then Mum went and found the little twat.
It wasn't me, it was a dog. It was
Oh, was it
Molly
the dog
dug
that
him
found
up.
it?
The dog dug
Oh, you
Rube
would have
out.
dug him up. You'd have left him there as well. Good. I'm glad we're on the same page.
I didn't notice for a while. I'm not very good at noticing my children.
Yeah, to be
around.
fair, Mum,
Yeah,
you're not coming out too well in this.
We done well.
Yeah.
We done really
You
well.
kids are
Where's that
survivors.
boy Luke? Oh, he fell out the horse and cart. I haven't seen him in years.
Yeah.
Where's Rube? Oh, what? He got buried in the snow.
snow, yeah.
Right. Okay.
My pickup truck. We lost Alex out
Oh
of
my
that.
God, yeah. Well, no, it wasn't. It wasn't a pickup. It was the green
Oh, the
moggy,
moggy.
where we're going down this bumpy lane, and me and Alex West were in the back.
Yeah.
We went over a bump. The doors flew open, and Alex dropped out the back, literally landed on his ass like a cartoon, and bounced. And I was laughing so much that we got all the way to the end of the drive before I could get out the words, "We've lost Alex."
Wait, who was driving?
Mum,
Who can't drive?
yeah, this is how she used to change gear. It was brilliant.
Oh my God. That's amazing. Poor Al.
Yeah, terrible.
When was that? Yeah, that's. See, it just keeps
That,
happening.
would be, that would be 1982.
So that's
Yeah.
still at Old Church Lake.
No, we would have been at the View then.
That was at
So you
California.
moved
You've got to
out-
remember, when we were renting, it was every 6 months because no one would renew our rent. So we've lived in a lot of places.
We
Yeah.
did, didn't we?
Yeah,
Oh, so
We lived in someone's orchard.
yeah, we've
Right.
been in an orchard in a caravan. Used
And
to
you
eat
used to have
cake
a
that was
bath.
3 years old
The
and have a
cake
bath in
museum.
an inch of water.
And share it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
They're great days.
So the Stonehouse, the View, and then there was. Didn't you live down in Church Lake? Actually, did you?
The View was in church.
Oh, is that what was in Church
where,
Lake?
But it,
Paul Dell's lives now.
yeah. To the
Otherwise
common
known as
people,
the-
it's the View. To the ravers, it was Hotel California.
Yes, I've
Yeah.
It
heard
gained a
that.
reputation.
Yeah,
I
We
think
managed 9 months there.
I know.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's because we kept dodging the landlady when she turned up.
When we opened the front door, this ancient, it's a lovely old place,
Yeah.
but everything was rotten. And so we pushed the front door open, it just went in on itself.
Oh, it
And
was
I thought, oh my
terrible.
God, we've only just arrived.
And there was a room we weren't allowed in
Oh,
with a piano in it, wasn't there?
she had all that amazing furniture.
Yeah.
The minute you took a dust sheet off, it all just
Disintegrated.
it just fell away.
Yeah, luckily we weren't allowed in that room.
Yeah.
No, we were allowed where the piano was because she'd come and play the piano and I'd keep her talking. While we just sort of leant against bits of furniture that wouldn't stand up on their own and kept her busy. She was very sweet, really, considering.
Well, she was. It was her son that was.
Oh, he was a
arse.
complete
Well,
twat.
she had two sons. One was really nice, and one was.
No,
a
the
complete
grandson was
Was it the
lovely.
grandson, was it?
yeah. But the son was an absolute arsehole.
I remember my push bike.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
now
It's
you know
on
that's
purpose,
that's
yeah.
gonna
that's triggered him.
that's gonna piss me off. You
No,
don't run
so-
over bikes.
No.
Oh, he was horrific, Arthur.
Yeah,
Arthur bastard.
he had a few names if I remember rightly.
Yes, he did.
Oh dear.
He had an untimely end, which was awfully. I tell you what, they're getting
I
their
tell you
little
what,
knobs.
if those fireworks are impressive.
They are, aren't they?
They're coming at very good
I
parts of
literally
the
fell back through the
conversation.
wall.
Well, is it across the road?
Yeah, must be the
That's the
Horrocks.
Horrockses.
Yeah, they're having this. Yeah, good on them.
Excellent.
But yeah, so would you do anything with? Obviously, you always love music. You're involved in music. I know. Well, after those days, you know, I mean, the music's going flat out now in the background. But would you write any more in them times or not? Did you?
Yes, I wrote a lot.
You were writing after it all, yeah.
We were a good writing partnership, me and Ronnie.
Yeah.
We always did have work together well because we had we were very similar.
Yeah.
And it was so easy. And so it was a very good time
Mm.
for anything creative. It just all naturally flowed. The music, the writing,
Yeah.
the inspiration. It was constantly there. In fact, we took it for granted a bit too much, I think, looking
Yeah.
back. We could have maximised more and chilled out less, perhaps, but I don't know. It's easy to say, isn't it?
Well, you
Catch it while it's there.
were.
I still write now.
Well, yeah. I was going to say you. We'll have to dig some of that out, Mum. What you've written now, at some point.
Yes. One step to haiku, and it's just Japanese writings, which are four lines. I think that's about my level. I'd like to get it down to simplicity. 4 lines. It says it all. Repeatable stuff.
We can do that.